also had 16. Wemby did have 21, but Champaign, he had 17 as well. So I think from an overall team perspective, San Antonio did everything that they were supposed to do. And when it was all said and done, they were the big bad bullies over the Detroit Pistons, in which so many of us are accustomed to seeing them in that role.
So the Pistons lost last time out. It was at Cleveland, and they've actually lost 2 of their last 5 games. But to be fair, when I say they hit a little bit of a bump in the road, in between those 2 losses, the Cavs and it was the Spurs, the game that I mentioned there, they do have wins over the Cavs and the Thunder. So it's important I frame it properly there. But these 2 teams right now, the MVP chase this year is super interesting because not only do you have probably 4 great candidates for the award, but we're also, unfortunately, having to pay attention to games played because are these guys even going to be eligible to win the award? For instance, Victor Wembanyama, all right, the San Antonio Spurs, they have 21 games remaining, and Wembanyama would have to play in 18 of those. He can only miss 3 more games or he's ineligible for the award. Cade Cunningham, on the other hand, the Pistons have 22 games remaining. I don't think Cunningham has missed very many games this year. And he would have to appear in only 11 of those. All right, so he has not missed very many games, Cade Cunningham. So the point that I'm trying to make is, as far as the odds, and this is courtesy of DraftKings Sportsbook, official sportsbook of ESPN, Cade Cunningham has the 3rd shortest odds for MVP at plus 1,400. Victor Wembanyama is 5th at plus 3,500. Harry, I'm fairly certain that Victor, here's a better way of putting this. If there was no game.
It's time for Owensboro Health 3rd Region Basketball Tournament here on 102.7 The Game.
Moss with it. Moss, crossover, step back, three. Oh my! Jonathan Moss! My goodness. If you're not here, you're missing out.
Let's go to the Sports Center and join the guys for the Green River Area Federal Credit Union pregame show.
5 to shoot. Lane's going to dump it to Bean. Bean to Hancock. Hancock, somebody's got to shoot. Lane, step side, 3 on the way. Got it! Oh, my gosh! Davis County!
Remember, your home for 3rd Region Sports is 102.7 The Game.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Owensboro Sports Center for the Green River Area Federal Credit Union countdown to tip-off as we're getting ready for tonight's boys' 3rd Region Tournament first round, brought to you by Owensboro Health here on 102.7 The Game. And we're getting you ready for the game with some pre-game talks. I'm going to throw it down to my tag team partners, the coach himself, Vic Evans, Caleb Farkas, and Bradley Payne.
Hey, thanks, Dave. And you're right. Meade County versus Whites Vegas. I mean, listen, it's a little engine that could. They're everybody's darling. And I'll have to look to see if these 2 teams played this year. I don't think they did play each other this year.
Trinity's been really up and down. They've beaten some good teams in our region, then they've lost to some bad teams in our region. It's hard to know what to expect from them each night, so they need to have their best night tonight.
Well, the one thing they have done is late in the year they have been playing their best basketball. They really played well. You went down, you beat Edmondson in the district tournament, and then it is a team that's going to shoot a lot of threes. They're going to spread you out. I mean, you figure a school like that has to play that way. They're not going to have, Brad, guys at 6'7" walking the hallways.
Nope.
But Harrison Barnett, I tell you what, let's take a break here. We're going to throw it over here to Jalen real quick as he's got Coach Hackard here on the Green River Area Federal Credit Union countdown to tip-off. Take it away, Jalen.
Regional tournaments here. Whitesville Trinity. You guys were your district winner. Whitesville Trinity second in their district. What do you guys got to do to get the win?
I think biggest thing tonight is controlling penetration. Obviously, they do a good job of getting paint touches, especially number 2, and he does a good job of getting in there and kicking for open threes. So that'll be the biggest thing we got to do is control penetration, and then just make sure we can try to control the glass.
Yeah, your first regional tournament as the head coach of the Green Wave. How much advice did you go to Mom and say, what do I expect what should I expect in a regional tournament with all the third regional tournament success that she's had in her career?
Yeah, I mean, I think, she's told me just like, every coach, and it doesn't matter who the opponent is, everybody deserves to be here. So you got to play your game and just see how your kids play. So they got to be playing with the utmost confidence.
Well, good luck, Coach.
Appreciate it.
Kick it back to Vic and the guys there.
That's the new Jalen Seeger on the call there with that sports jacket there. Big thanks to Coach Hackett for joining us. And I was going to get to this young man. We talked about Barnett being the leading scorer. Mason Smith also had a good year. But to me, the guy that makes Trinity go is the same guy Coach Hackett just said, and that's Kel Borman, the point guard, Brad. And he is really good.
He is. As far as his shooting percentages have gone this year, they have decreased. Mm-hmm. But I'll tell you why they decreased, because of the year that he had prior. And so he's getting everybody's best defender now, right? And so you get somebody's best defender, well, now you got Barnett that has come to the scene. And this guy has exploded onto the scene. You're talking about a 16, 17, 18-point scorer a game, double-digit rebounds. There hasn't been a lot of guys in Trinity history to average a double-double, and Barnett's right there on it.
Yeah, and all of that. Talking about playing your best basketball, he had a week. I think it was maybe the second to the last week of the regular season where he went for 28 one game, 33 another game, and like 24 another game. When you're averaging around 26 points a game in a 3-week span, that's playing your best basketball, Caleb.
Yeah, absolutely. And I just love this Trinity team. It's the David versus Goliath story, and it starts here tonight. And Meade's a huge school, Trinity a tiny school. I love having them in it. It always makes things more interesting to me when they're in the battle and make it to the tournament.
And then Meade County, of course, you got the big two-headed monster, Hayden Schaus, talking about a double-double guy. I mean, he's at
Coach
over 20 points a game.
Jalen's grabbing another interview here.
He's at 20 points a game. I'll tell you what, we'll run down here and we'll get Coach West, the coach of the year. Take it away, Jalen.
Coach, you guys coming in, regional tournament, first appearance in a couple years, heavy underdogs. What Vegas got to do to get the win tonight?
Well, we've a lot of work. We've got plenty of film on them. We've got a pretty solid plan. We're just ready to have fun. Last time we had been in probably 15 years, probably a little tight, and so this time just been preaching, playing loose, and I think ready.
All right. Well, good luck, Coach. Coach Nathan West there, guys. I'll kick it back to you.
Coach West there, and you're right. I mean, he talked about I was here. Well, I will say this. He said the last time they played a little nervous, they'd been here for the first time in 15 years. That team also did play Yada Carbon, John Malls.
Not a great.
That went on to win the regional tournament.
I
think Trinity could have had like maybe the all-time Trinity team and struggled beating that team.
The year before that happened was when I coached him, and we were lucky enough to draw Matt West and Curtis Turtlecoat. So
I like this draw tonight, though. That's not a knock on me.
This is the best draw they could have had.
They have a
1,000% the best chance. And I don't
When's the last time Trinity's won a third region tournament game?
Never.
They've never won
a third region tournament game?
Not a boys. Not a boys.
Wow.
Girls, they have.
So we can see history tonight.
Jalen, I'm going to have to disagree with Jalen. I don't think they're heavy underdogs. They may be if Vegas was making odds here, and I don't know what you call heavy. Is heavy 8 or is heavy 15?
I think in basketball, high school basketball, it'd have to be 15. If you're between 4
they're
and
a single-digit underdog.
And I think they're an 8 or a 9, possibly 8 or a 9, like you all said in a high school game. So the most important thing coming into this game tonight is the first 4 minutes for
100%.
both teams. For both teams, Trinity all they have to do is relax. Now, boy, that is easy to say with these headphones on, boys,
here, right? Yeah.
because Davis County didn't relax last night for the first 4 minutes. And so relax, get into the flow of the game. And I'll say this, Meade County knows, probably their players know. Players are smarter than what we give them credit for. They know that they are the favorite. If you really, really can relax and get them on their heels in that first 4 minutes, all of that goes away immediately, and then it becomes a new basketball game.
100%. And Meade, of course, you talk about Hayden Schaus, over 20 points a game, 8.9 rebounds a game. Then you got Medley up there at 18.9. Now, Meade has won like 10 of their last 12, but I think a lot of that, those two guys have been in their yard. It's the other players I think it's come on. Tresson Allers really picked up his game. Pike has picked up his game, knocking down shots. And if the supporting cast for me, Caleb, plays well, then this Meade team's right there to be able to be in the next Tuesday's
to the final.
championship
Yeah,
game.
exactly. Yeah, the way that this draw worked out in the bottom half, you don't have Davis County or Grayson County in this half. And so to me, all these four teams have to be a little bit excited about trying to win a game. You win a game, then you win two, and you find yourself in the championship. And then who knows in a one game elimination championship game. And so I think it's a very fortunate draw for both sides here tonight. And I think Meade thinks they can make a little bit of a run, and their goal is certainly to at least get to the championship.
Oh, I have no doubt about that. I'll tell you, we'll take about a 4-minute break here in the Green River Area Federal Credit Union countdown to tip-off. When we come back, we'll break down a little Apollo, Ohio, which I think, has been is the best first round matchup on all the entire
the
boys
whole
side.
media is talking about it a little bit today.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to that, and we'll talk about that. You're listening to the Countdown to Tip-Off, brought to you by the Green River Area Federal Credit Union, Owensboro Health, Boys 3rd Region Tournament, 1027, The Game.
Great news.
Here at Green River Area Federal Credit Union, we are about people helping people. We began our existence in 1959, and over the past 66 years, we've grown our presence in each of the communities we serve.
We are the people helping people, and we don't just say it, we show them. We make them part of our credit union family.
And as floodwaters continue to rise, thousands are left destitute.
We already see major fire spread.
Hundreds of homes have been destroyed by the wildfires, which continue to blaze.
The storm barreled ashore overnight, packing 130-mile-per-hour winds.
Utter devastation. Now search and rescue efforts.
Across the country, disasters have left many in need of emergency shelter.
You can help those impacted by disasters big and small. Give now.
Well, Caden Green had a monster district tournament and played well. I think this is a matchup that I think it's, we talk about how styles make fights. Well, I don't know if you get any different styles than one team being the 7th tallest team in the state as far as starters versus a bunch of guys that are all the same size and they just go out there and shoot it.
Who's out there measuring the team's heights and then ranking them one?
I'm not saying they're all true. You've seen the college heights where guys 6'10" and the NBA guard measuring 6'6".
Listen, guys, we've got Caden painted 5'11". He wouldn't be 5'11" standing in
heels,
shower. Steps.
He may get pushed out of the shower if you don't start hitting open shots, right?
If it takes another one without throwing it into that big 6'9" guy that's wide open, you'll never have to worry about him shooting it again.
Speaking of big 6'9" guys that are wide open, though, Apollo's got to use Hennington. I know that sounds like a broken record, but the game that we did, Nick,
they didn't throw it into him at all.
They forgot about him for a quarter and a half, and that was the quarter and a half that Ohio exploded and opened up the game against them.
Completely. I completely agree with you. You and I did a game, Apollo Catholic here.
Yes, yep.
And they dealt with the same thing.
Same thing.
And Catholic was able to take advantage of it. Two conflicting styles, right? You're talking about a team that doesn't shoot real well in Apollo from the perimeter, and someone in Ohio that I still go back to our game at Davis County where we got them pretty good. They still hit 16 threes and shot over 50% from three. They are capable of lighting the nets completely up on there. Now, biggest thing is this: can they rebound with Apollo? If they can, will Apollo slow the pace down enough that it will frustrate Ohio County into some bad shots or quick shots?
Sure.
Because Ohio County's probably not going to get a ton of offensive rebounds, so they're going to be one and done a lot. Now, on the Apollo's end, will they be patient offensively, work it around, dominate the interior like they should? Because Ohio's going to have to play zone, right? They're not going to match up man. Everybody knows that, I think. I don't think I'm telling any secrets that Briggs doesn't want me to tell. You're going to see it's going to be a zone fest tonight. I think out of 3 of these 4 teams, as a matter of fact. I truly expect Trinity to go zone tonight. I think you're going to see zone for Ohio.
I do have to tell you, Brad.
Now what?
On the Green River Area Federal Credit Union
I saw you over there.
This came in. It said we were on our way from Meade to the game, pulled over to the side of the road, and poured out all the Diet Pepsi. Like, poured it out.
Find out who they are and lock them up. Find out who the heck they are and lock them up.
Let me ask you this, because I think this happened a little bit up there because of in this game, and I know as you watch a lot of games, coaching with Davis County earlier this year. You know Ohio County is going to take a lot of shots.
Absolutely.
A lot of threes.
Yes, exactly.
If you're the guards of the other team, and let's say they make 3 or 4, is it easy to come down on your end and want to try to match them, and so you take bad threes instead of good threes?
100%.
And that's something you got to watch.
Apollo gets sucked into that very easily, as much as anyone.
And it could work both ways. Just the way that you just now said it. Ohio County goes up 11-2. Apollo may want to try to get those 9-point plays that never exist, but you can't tell your kids that. But in the same token, Apollo goes up 11-2. And Ohio County's over here trying to get those 6-point plays, hurry up and hit a bunch of threes so we can get back into this game. Telling you, never has a game been decided in the first quarter, but never has a game been so important. This first quarter of this second game is going to tell a lot.
I've always said this: you can't win games in the first quarter, but you sure as heck lose them, without a doubt. Without a doubt, it ought to be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward. I think also too for Ohio County, they need a big game, and that doesn't even have to hit a shot. Tate Abney. Because he is their best rebounder, and Apollo, even against Catholic in that second half or early in the first half, dominated the offensive boards. Yep. Even at times when they played you guys, not so much the second game, Davis County blitzkrieged them, but in the first game, had trouble on the offensive boards. Ohio County has to rebound well tonight.
Absolutely. I think we're going national anthem.
Yeah, we're going to get ready for the national anthem. We'll take a break.